guys, subscribe Worldwide Chelsea.
I would watch us.
Worldwide Chelsea.
Subscribe to Worldwide Chelsea.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, guys, Chelsea won, Newcastle won 4-2 on penalties. Your Carabao Cup quarterfinals. What a game. Yeah, I don't think I celebrated that hard in a very, very long time. I'll be honest with you. I knew Trippier will make a mistake sometime, and he left it to the last. He also missed a penalty, and it was just meant to be. He's got that Spursy still in him, and it was a very, very good feeling, man. I was happy to see Mudryk get his goal. I was happy to see Nkunku smacking his penalty like David Luiz against Bayern in the Champions League final in 2012. It was a very, very good overall performance. We'll get into the mistake, of course, but I felt like it was good. I felt like we deserved the win. Matt saying the season starts now. Cindy saying let's go to Wembley. Guys, we're going to have tickets ready. Matt, I promise you, I'm taking you to that game. So remember, I said that, people. We're going to take you to the game. Everyone tuned in. Make sure you like the video, as it says on the comment just under. Like the video. What a win. Subscribe and hit the notification. Joining my co-host, Matt J. Bull. How you find that game, man?
What a game. What a fucking game. I mean, I nearly busted my knee celebrating the goal because I've got kind of a coffee table in front of me and I effectively just jumped up and just flew over the top of it. So it is what it is, but Chelsea does come with a health warning, whether it's heart or any other body parts. But what a game. I mean, I felt it was a game that we would have been harsh to lose. I think the mistake... And I caused a bit of a stir on Twitter because I went against the grain of picking out a particular player that doesn't get picked out enough and needs to be have a big conversation about. It's one of the, I think, from Badiashile himself, it's one of them mistakes that it's a little bit unlucky and a little bit horrific at the same time. I don't think it's not something that's usually in his game. So we've won now, so I'm not going to chastise him for it because I think if we lost, he would have got chastised, even though I think arguably it wouldn't have happened if a certain player didn't make his consistent mistakes. But there you go. But yeah, great game. Semi-final. Let's get Middlesbrough. Let's just make it as easy as possible. Let's go.
We should be the final. No disrespect to the opponents, but we should.
Well, Darwin asked, we'll get Liverpool.
What do you mean?
In the final.
Tomorrow's final. But
Final.
yeah, I'm saying semi-final. Knowing us, we'll get Liverpool.
No, it's already done, no?
No, Liverpool West Ham play tomorrow.
Yeah, Liverpool West Ham play
So
tomorrow.
who's on the other side?
Well, you've got Middlesbrough, Fulham, and Liverpool West Ham.
No, we are meeting Fulham in the semi-final. We're meeting Fulham.
Yeah.
Oh, is that already been done?
Yeah. Well, from what I can...
do you remember they done two batches? They done Chelsea with another team.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I need to check as well, man. I need to check.
So we're facing
break because I would not have wanted to face Everton over two games.
Yeah, Fulham won 7-6 on penalties. Yeah. So we're facing Fulham.
Do we have Fulham?
Yeah.
I think we've got Fulham.
God knows, but
they want a Liverpool Chelsea final. That's what I was kind of saying in a way.
Well, I want a Middlesbrough Chelsea final.
Could you imagine a final of Chelsea West Ham? You'd need the whole country's police for that.
Well, I want Middlesbrough Chelsea final.
Oh yeah, I don't care what. Petrovic, my guy. I said judge him in this game, and he stepped up.
Yeah.
Big boy.
And my commentators today actually said that he has the fastest record to 5 penalty saves in MLS. I think he saved like the first 13 penalties or something like that.
He's just a very good shot overall.
Yeah, he is really good. He's really good on penalties. And then apparently he's almost as tall as Robert Sanchez, because when the game was done, they were standing next to each other. They were looking really.
6'4".
Sanchez is 6'6". He's 197.
I think Petrovic is 6'4".
Yeah, well, they look almost identical heights.
Or 6'4" still good for a goalkeeper.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it is,
And
it is.
to be fair, he didn't make a mistake today.
No,
Like-
I mean, there was a couple of times I'd actually think it was more the players gave him balls in certain situations. If it was Sanchez, I'd have my hands in my face.
Yeah.
To be fair though, when he booted it, even if he went to throw on like further
I
down.
don't mind. I
it
do
still
not
went.
mind. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah,
I'd
it still
rather,
went.
I'd rather a keeper do that
Yeah.
than
Then
From
miss
a-
hit in the middle of the pitch.
To quote a famous YouTuber who once said in a YouTube video, "If in doubt, kick it out."
Who said that?
Wrote a show.
Nice. Thought you were talking about me, son.
Nah.
Nah, big up, man. Big up, Matt and Sindri for making time. Guys, the podcast was meant to be today as well, but unfortunately, that Food 17 is still ill.
Hopefully he gets well soon.
I'm still convinced you only do the podcast when you lose.
Bro, I told you lot we're winning the next 5-6 games.
Yeah.
In a row.
Well,
that's what I said to you. lot.
I was waiting for your message at like the 85th minute to say, "Oh, Feroz is miraculously recovered. We're doing the pod because we're 1-0
He
down."
was tweeting quite a lot, like he's excited. Let's have it right.
Nah, but
I mean,
next
can't say
time,
nothing about Poch now.
next time you do one, you should do a recap of both this game and the Sheffield game, and
No,
maybe the next game if he's
The
not
Wolves.
the Wolves
Oh,
game. Yeah,
we're losing Wolves. Oh, what I hate.
No,
Wolves.
no, I'm going to the game. We're not losing.
I
Wolves.
can't stand playing against Wolves. It's like Everton. The two teams I can't stand playing against.
No, we're gonna win. I'm telling you guys. I'm going to the game. We're gonna win that game. I'm excited. I'm traveling 3 hours to that game. We have to win Christmas Eve.
I still remember. What was it the COVID year where we had like 4 players on the bench against Wolves? It was like
Yeah.
it was around Christmas time as well, and it was like the most boring 0-0 game. It was 0-0.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
It was the most ridiculous game.
That wasn't COVID, was it? Wasn't COVID? No, the COVID was the year Lampard
No,
got
it was.
sacked.
I
Yeah,
think it was 2021 because I think it was a mixture of
yeah,
injuries and
yeah.
we had a few.
I'm remembering Lampard's first games against Wolves where Tomori scored an absolute banger.
I think because I remember because it was like Sparkley was like the only substitution we had to bring on,
Yeah.
and it was like 2 goalkeepers.
It's a midday game. Okay.
Can I just say very quickly as well? I was really impressed with Gusto. Really impressed with Gusto.
Yeah, Gusto did well when he come on.
Yeah, he did well to play left back.
Yeah, I saw a lot of bursts.
Can we have a conversation about left back?
What? Go on.
I talk about Colwill.
Yes, I think it's time to. I think it's more than time. Because
It's a bit harsh, though. It's a bit
What
harsh.
do you mean a bit harsh?
He's playing left back.
Yeah,
I don't care.
but
He's also, I don't care. I don't care. He's all.
You got to pull the manager out.
No, but this is the point with Colwell. Think back to all the goals. I've actually there was a video that showed all of our goals that we conceded this season, and the video up to the last couple of games. And I'd say 7 times out of 10, Colwell was the one making the main mistake.
Mhm.
And this is not just from left back. It's the games where he sometimes plays centre back as well.
Yeah,
And it's not it. For me, it's there are certain situations, certain mistakes he's made where I've defended him and I've been balanced on this to say that's because he's playing out of position. That's because he's in the left back. It's not something he's going to be good at. But there are just some mistakes that he's making that I don't care if you're playing left, centre, whatever. You shouldn't be making. He doesn't. I almost want. I think I called him an anti-defender because he just does nothing. He just doesn't want to make a block.
yeah.
He just so passive. There was one where he was so. It was the one where he was passive and it hit him and went in. I think it was the Brighton game actually.
Yeah.
And
No, that wasn't Brighton game, but
I've given him enough time to say, oh, he's out of position, he's doing a job, but I've been fair with that. But I think it's just got to the point now of he needs to be dropped, and even when it's when Cucurella comes back, Chilwell comes back. I mean, way Gusto played today, I would play Gusto at left back.
but
If Cucurella can play right back, why can't Gusto play left back?
yeah, but the problem is at the moment we don't have a right back.
Yeah, but I actually think Disasi is actually
This also is
Disasi is quite solid. He won't, and he does actually for a centre back. He actually does go up and he actually makes some half decent crosses. for a centre back. So the way I see Disasi play right back is the way I want to see Colwill play left back. Because the only thing with Disasi when he plays right back, especially when he's against someone fast, he doesn't commit. He won't commit into challenge. I think he did it in the first half of Gordon. Right at the beginning, he didn't commit, but his positioning was good enough to make a good block from it. That's the only criticism I have right back. But for the sake of it, I would much rather Gusto play at left back, Sassy at right back, and when a left back is fit, for me, Cole doesn't even fit in a centre back. He's third choice centre back for me.
Question:
he needs to prove himself.
What about Ian Matson? I know he's more of a wing back.
I don't want to speak about Matson because I think Matson.
It's a weird situation.
It's obvious that he's not in the plans.
Why did you just tell them in the summer then?
Well, I think Chelsea did want to.
Yeah, but I think it was Pochettino who said.
If you remember on deadline day, Chelsea accepted a £31 million bid from Burnley, and it was Matson that rejected it because apparently Burnley bidding last minute, Matson didn't want to accept it, which I think he's just wasted 6 months of his career. But I think especially now where we're this close to the window, if there are deals that I think will be done, I think unless he's needed desperately, Poch isn't going to work. And it's proved that the fact there's no left back fit, and he's still just about taking him off the bench when we need some. And that was when Cole got it was injuries all round. But I just think that Cole needs to prove himself because he's been one of the worst players this season.
We're having a little bit of a left back problem because I have seen that Fabrizio tweeted that Cucurella has now had a surgery, so he will be out for February.
He's out to February, probably back by March.
Yeah,
and the same apparently back in training.
Yeah, and the same with Chilwell. He is also arguably going to be back in January, February.
I think it's more January, so I think Chilwell will come back a bit. I mean, if he's on grass now, you imagine probably late January. But I just think Cole really needs to improve. We talk about that mistake of Badiashile. If Cole doesn't make that, it's a pathetic pass. When people talk about Cole and say that the best part of his game is his passing, mate, he can't even do a 5-yard pass properly. Let alone
he's blaming Silva, by the way.
No, to be fair, I do understand this because let me get a drink one second.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. To be fair, it's a mistake from Colwill.
Let's have it right. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't go as harsh to say it's a mistake from Silva, but with Callum Wilson being a very pacey striker, in that situation that Silva's had to put himself in because of what's happening, Wilson's going to have the legs, going to beat Silva in a running race. It's just facts. There's nothing to do with Silva. So the way that's why Badish Shields had to come around him to almost cover in case Silva gets beaten. So really, if it was say Badiashile and Disasi, you wouldn't have that situation because Badiashile wouldn't have to make that sort of run in behind Silva to cover. And if it's Badiashile on the left, he might have just dealt with it himself. But I'd argue even before that, if that pass was never made, you wouldn't have that mistake. We probably would have been a very good game. We probably would have went on to win it because I think we had the better chances. While they had a bit more possession, I felt we were quite lethal on the counter attack at times. I think you had that one where Jackson got the ball from that really good ball from Disasi, and he was doing the step overs and really trying to get past before he arguably could have passed it, but wins the corner. It's like there was a threat there from us, but unfortunately, a mistake happens. But we tried to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Could have we left it late, and sometimes you have to be lucky. Sometimes you've just got to take risks like that cross, and it's got to hit someone the wrong way and go in, or hit someone the wrong way and go to your player and go in. But it's the thing.
No, I'm laughing at Justin Sees. He's been talking bare comments saying that we're not telling everyone the truth to let him on. We're gonna make more money with him on. I want to know who that is. I feel like it was someone we know, but
have you super chat yet?
yeah, super chat in the comments. I'll let you on, man.
Chelsea were a perfect example. When they need to win a game, Millie Bright, centre back, goes up front. But you just not spam crosses, but you go route one, and sometimes you got to be like that because eventually you'll get a bit of luck from it. It doesn't always work, but you've got to go for it. And sometimes that's why I think the one thing today, I don't think we went for it enough at times, and we could have cost us that.
Yeah, and one thing that really frustrated me, especially in the first half, at some point was Sterling. Like, I know KJ tried to defend him in the comments.
No, to be fair,
in the chat.
Sterling annoyed me the first 20 minutes, but once he started going at Kraft, is it Kraft?
Yeah, Kraft, yeah.
Because I was thinking he hasn't played for, I think it's Talk Sports, he hasn't played Premier League football for 19 months. I'm like, just get at him. I'd just fire balls into Sterling.
Use your speed, man.
Yeah, but he was getting into.
He's not as fast as you think.
He got into the game. He was a bit slow at first. Got into, but even Palmer didn't touch the ball for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, but it's good to see Nkunku back.
His penalty, man. His penalty.
His penalty was great.
Yeah, well, Nkunku was quiet today, but I expect that for. I expect that for someone that hasn't played for like 4 or 5 months, but at least even though he didn't touch the ball that much, he was still a threat to Newcastle. And
you know when Sterling was making that run and he had to pass it to the left to Nkunku and he just hit it.
Yeah.
Frustrating, mate. But to be fair, even when Nkunku got the ball, you could see that there was just that dash of quality. There was one where he was shimmying with his feet a little bit, and I think he just fed it off to, I think it might be Sterling, Mudryk, or Matson.
Yeah,
I think it was
someone like that.
It didn't work in the end because Brohan messed it up. But you see, there's that just dash of quality that I think
we're missing.
We've missed, and I think once we get him fit, and it will take him 4 or 5 games to get fully fit. So I'm not putting too much pressure on him straight away, and I think it's good that we've got relatively simple games for him to do that.
We're back, guys. We're back.
Yeah. And hopefully, like now, he gets like 20 odd minutes every time, and we protect him, and he doesn't get injured like a certain captain of ours, because Nkunku is also a player that I would say is also injury prone. He got injured right before the World Cup, which is almost a year ago, which kept now for some months. And even though he was injured, he still won the top scorer award in the Bundesliga. But it was a good game. Thank God we won that game.
Really. Well, watch out.
Big up, man. But yeah, thankfully we did win that game. Very, very true. We've got another guest coming on very shortly. So we got manhandled for joining.
I don't think Reece James has taken surgery, and I don't know if he's going to take surgery or not, but I don't think he will.
No, they haven't. They've said he's going through rehabilitation.
Yeah,
which is quote unquote the same thing that they've been doing for the last 2 years.
Yeah, he arguably should have taken that surgery of 2 years ago or 1 year ago on the hamstring.
I don't want to be. As someone that is a medical professional, there has to be some reason that they're not taking it. I don't want. Hey, my boy.
Yo.
What's going on? Let me introduce everyone. Manhandled, talk to me about the game before we go to All American.
Yo. Yeah, just quickly. I'm glad that Matt's got the cojones to talk about Silva, because people don't seem to understand my point. And he said it really well. Wilson knows that Silva's got no mobility, backtracking, he's scared, and Badiashile has to cover. It's a poor touch from Badiashile. It's an awful pass from Colwill. Casado can't quite get there. but it's because we know that Silva can't move. You've got Mason on the bench. Gusto obviously can't play 90 minutes, but play Mason left back. Dazazi, well, you've got Colwill and Badiashile. Dazazi right back. I don't understand why we persist with Silva at this time when we're building a project.
No. Go
We're building
upstairs.
for
Go
the
upstairs.
future, but
No, no.
we could
Go to
persist with him in a team where they were going to sit and counter tonight. You could see it from the dot. So it's frustrating because it's not all Silva's fault. I'm not going to lie, but it happens in so many phases of the game. He reads the game really well. He intercepts, but there will be situations like that. That's the only reason that I dug out Silva to Sadiq privately, which he then does.
They agree
publicly.
for the first time, people, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll say first time, but you saw what happened when we played an actual left back and right back. We still lack the width and the tactics from Pochettino and the players who clearly don't understand how to play a game of football. There's not much width, but with a left back and right back who actually were left back and right backs, we look better. Still no clear-cut chances. It's a mistake for both goals. And luckily Mudryk is there and puts it into the ground to bobble up. But we dominated the game without really like having real chances to look like we're going to score. So I'm actually gassed that we won. And the penalties were very, very confident.
They were good.
Yeah. Incredible. I was so nervous. My heart was racing for the first time, probably since Munich, that I thought we ain't winning this. But we actually came up trumps, and Petrovic looks a decent keeper, in terms of shot stopping.
He's got a lot of saves in his career already for penalties.
Yeah, it's
quite good. It's quite good.
It's decent. So look, I'm happy, but that's far from a polished performance. We've won, and obviously it's great to get to a semi-final, which we could play Fulham or Middlesbrough. But really and truly, the performance was
Fulham or
not good
Middlesbrough.
enough.
Yes, there you go. Let's go to All American. It's been a long time, man.
What's up?
It's been a while. You've grown your hair as well.
I'm keeping it a little bit long. I'm keeping it long.
Wow, I'm used to seeing you like very short hair or bald.
I'm thinking about bringing it back and keeping it short, but I'm growing it a little bit long. You always gotta change up the look just in case the haters are out there, and you gotta throw them off from time to time.
I agree with you, man. Look, I'm gonna do my hardest to try to get a trio of tickets for Chelsea in February.
That's gonna be the first game I take my son. So for all of you guys, you hear it. I'm American, but check this shit out. Look at this. We in England, baby. We in England. It's nighttime. We ain't in Miami. I live in England.
He's here, people.
So just in case you guys think, who is this dude? I live out here. So to your point, homie, the one that went before me, of course this team is going to look terrible or they're going to look a little bit disjointed when a real left back and right back is on the field. It's the first time all season they've played with two guys in the exact same spot. That in the spot where they're supposed to be. The last 20 minutes was the first time all season where we had every single person exactly in their natural right position. This is the first time all season. By no means does this game give Poch a free pass for the rest of the year. I can't say we. I've been on his ass since day one. I don't believe in this guy at all. I think if you guys, there's a 6-minute clip that Alex Goldberg did with a French guy from PSG. I don't know his name. I don't know if he's an ex-player. I don't know if he was part of the coaching. I doubt he was part of the coaching staff. He seems like he was a journalist of some sort that watched PSG. And all of the issues that PSG had while Poch was there are the issues that we have. So Poch does not get a free pass. In my opinion, I hope he's gone in the summer. We still have no tactics. We still have issues up and down on the field. But for once, he finally in December what? December 18th, 19th, for the first time all season, he's playing people in the positions they actually go. And look, we look a million times better. We look actually threatening, like we were going to do something. The players were all over the field. Conor Gallagher's another one. I've been on his ass. I'm the first one to criticize any player, not to throw them and say they're shit, but to say, I don't know if this guy is up to the standards. And Conor Gallagher was giving his absolute damnedest and playing his hardest for the full 90 minutes. For that, he gets an applause. And he's been doing it all season, to be fair to him. But god damn, these boys look like they're turning the corner. It looked like from the beginning that they were showing something, a little something, not in a whole, but there was little signs here and there. I mean, Levi Colwill, of course, he looks like shit playing left back. He's not a left back. I mean, we could put. Let's take it to the highest example. What if we would put Lionel Messi as a keeper? How great would he look? You know what I'm saying? The point is you got to play people where they go, especially when Levi Colwill is spoken about as being one of the best center back prospects in the entire country. And look at it. You know, we need to play Ian Maatsen. It's a crime. It's a crime that this guy cannot get minutes on the pitch, not garbage minutes, but actual minutes to do something, because the kid can play. He can play. Malo Gusto can play. All of them can play when they're in their actual positions. Has word come out what's going on with Enzo?
Not feeling well.
I mean,
Flu.
let's hope it is that.
I now wonder whether this is why he didn't play against Sheffield.
Yeah, maybe.
You think? Apparently there's some flu or sickness that's going around. I think. Am I mistaken on hearing that there was some sickness that wiped a couple of players out on another team? Am I crazy about that?
West Ham had a massive problem with illness.
There you go. And by me, I don't. I mean, it's the winter time. People get the sniffles. So, but yeah, I mean, let's hope. But this shit with Pochettino putting Enzo as the 10 has got to go. This shit of putting Colwill as a left back has got to go. Let's see if our starting left winger in Ben Chilwell in January. Let's see if he comes back and gives to his prolific goal scoring form that he showed us in the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? Ben Chilwell cannot play left winger. Like, it's time that these guys play in their spots, you know? In my opinion.
Christian,
what's up?
Thank you for all your lovely Johnny Minerals American type essays.
The energy, I could feel it. But
I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
No, let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do you got to say, brother?
Well, what I got to say, I'm just happy that we've won a game again.
No, I'm happy that, of course, like, don't get it wrong. Like if you're a true supporter, you shouldn't want your team to lose. I don't, as much as I want Pochettino to go, I hope he proves me wrong and he takes this club and we win multiple Champions League and Prems under his management. Don't get me wrong. I would love that to happen. I don't think it's gonna happen, not the way that he's doing it, but who am I? I mean, fair play, like to be fair and to call it right, to have it right, you know. The man knows more in his pinky finger about football than I'll ever know. To be, you know, like I'm not crazy here, but you know, there's things that at the very minimum I can't imagine, and I'm sure we all think the same. I can't imagine that there's a logical reason for the things that he's doing. And if there is, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear the reason why that he's like, yo, I know that Ian Maatsen is a left back, but this is my reason why I've been playing Levi Colwill there. We'll never get it. Never get it. So outside of that, I can't see a reason why he would do that. I can't see a reason why. Well, no, I mean, Malo Gusto is hurt, so that would be the reason why he doesn't play 90. But either way, like, I would love to hear the reason why. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I do think it's something to do with him being 5'4".
Who gives a shit?
As a defender, in a team that's already lacking height, I think it does. I mean, that's why I think he's playing when he's even in pre-season. Didn't want to play. Didn't feel comfortable playing him at left back. Wanted to play him further forward because it then doesn't matter how tall you are.
And
I don't think he's confident physically that he can do it in the Prem. Even with Burnley, he was playing as wing back. So again, you don't have to worry about the physicality and the height so much. But in a team where we're already quite small, I think that's why he goes for Colwill a little bit, because it's a bit more of height.
But am I crazy, or does height doesn't matter on set pieces? Because how many times have we seen Cucurella guarding, marking the tallest guy on the pitch, and Cucurella is no fucking Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying?
That's just poor organization.
Yeah, and to be fair, we have seen that because one of the goals we could see this season was because Matson didn't jump for the ball and he lost the ball, and then
Which
we
goal
got
was that?
countered.
I think you're talking about Haaland.
No, not the
The one
not
where
Ha-
he doesn't jump and then he pushes him. I mean, that
No,
was
I'm
obviously poor
I'm
because
talking
of
about
that.
I'm talking about Matson.
No,
not-
do you remember? Was it the Brent?
Oh,
wasn't it the
you're talking about the
Brentford
breakaway goal. I think that was Brentford.
the
Yeah,
Brentford-
and he just
Brentford
got completely just barged out of the way like it was nothing.
Yeah,
And
he
that's
was-
kind of,
he
again, the proving point as a defensive player. I just don't think he's physical enough, and I can
Yes.
understand that reason. I mean, if we were playing three at the back wing backs, then there's more of a conversation to have in it. But I think this is why fundamentally, I think Poch has made it quite clear that Maatsen is just not in the plans. And
Mhm.
That's crazy to me.
hopefully be Cucurella and Chilwell.
What's
And,
crazy is you're in England with a fan on. I don't understand. Is your room must
Yeah.
be piping, bro?
Yeah.
So the thing is that I got a wood burner on, and like with the wood, when the burner's on, the stove is on, like you have the fan on. In my mind, I'm new to this shit. Okay, I just got to this country like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But where I come from, it's not cold. So the idea is, as the heat rises, let the fan kind of circulate the heat. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez,
Yeah.
man.
Look, don't worry. Sadiq's been here all his life. He doesn't speak English. He speaks bullcrap. So don't worry, man.
Damn, Sadiq.
Sorry,
Sadiq's
guys.
in the
Due to-
mud.
Shots fired.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, we've been reduced to 4 people on the panel.
But can we talk about the penalties today? Those were some good penalties.
Joe, I was saying to my girlfriend when she was sitting next to me, I said,
Ooh, girlfriend.
Mudryk, he's one of them players. He's either going to have the best penalty of his life, or it's going to be miles over the bar. I said he's such an erratic player, and then he just calmly puts the penalty in. I was like, I've just been completely shut up. So I was like, oh, he's going to miss. I did say Trippier was going to miss. I was right.
Yeah.
Bro, Trippier was so bait. As soon as he come on, I just knew this guy's done.
Well,
To be fair, I like Trippier, so I can't.
yeah.
I'm not-
Last time last time we played Newcastle, I think it was at Stamford Bridge. He scored an own goal to make it a draw or something like that.
What, Tottenham?
No, for Newcastle. I think it was
No,
last
it was-
season.
Oh, last season maybe.
Yeah,
don't remember.
last time we played Newcastle at Stamford Bridge last season
No.
because
got bad memory.
we played them at St James Park when we lost to them just recently.
To be fair, I've done everything in my power to erase last season. So I don't remember 15-16. I don't remember last season. This season is up in the air if I'm gonna remember anything from the season or not. So
Hey,
Yeah.
if you can take one thing out of it, maybe we will get a trophy from it. Even though it's a shit season, we can still get a trophy from it.
Guys,
And
the
that's
season
European
starts, man.
football.
The season
Sidra,
just started.
it's a trophy and it's Europe. So
Yeah,
The Conference League, by the way.
Hey, if you go out and
Jonathan,
win
I
it,
do not give a shit what European it is.
yeah. Hey, if you go out
You
and
will
win
when we're
it,
playing in Bosnia.
No, I really couldn't
Slovenia.
care less. I really couldn't care less. I'm so bored in midweeks doing nothing.
I
That
don't
is
want
true,
to see
that is true.
Sadiq giving away tickets for Slovenia or away or
Oh,
Algeria
oh,
or no, Albania away or something
hey,
like
I would
that.
take
Hey,
a
what's
team from Norway. I would take a
Hey,
team from Norway.
I would be
Close
facing Bodo Glimt and all that.
Yeah.
hey, let me tell you something. I've been out there to Bodo. Don't sleep on Bodo. That's a
Right.
beautiful city.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city, a good team as well.
Yep.
Well,
I was there in Bodo when they played Roma.
They didn't come first in the group, did they?
No,
Weren't that good?
Nah.
but
thing-
just
listen,
because
guys,
of your
told you.
team.
Guys, I said before Sheffield United will win the next 5-6 games. We're 2 out of
Do you count a
6.
draw as a win? Mm.
I mean, statistically,
It's a penalty.
we've
Well,
won.
on penalties.
We've
So
won.
Chelsea
Doesn't
win
matter.
1-1.
Yeah, and to be honest,
Penalties.
I said Premier League anyway, but I'll take this one. I'll take today's one
Yeah.
anyway. But guys,
Yeah.
Wolves away. We'll be doing a vlog for the first time in many years, which will be very interesting. 3-hour drive. Hopefully, it's worth it on Christmas Eve. And then Wembley. We're going to Wembley, right? In the semis, right?
Yeah, Wembley
Yeah,
semis.
there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a
No,
lot of
it's 2
demand for
days.
tickets, man. Maybe
Hey,
all
Sadiq,
there
when
for-
is that?
Wait, there's no
I'm
Wembley
gonna
in the
check.
semis.
Are you sure
Yeah,
it's
well,
Wembley semi? Because I think
I'm
it's
sure
home
it
and
is.
away.
No, it's two.
I thought I heard it on
two
the game today that they did say Wembley.
Yeah,
Nah,
they said
I think it's home
Wembley.
and away. Surely.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
home
it's
away.
Wembley.
You wouldn't play 2 legs at Wembley.
Yeah, it's
the
home and
FA
away.
Cup is Wembley.
Is it?
Yeah. Don't worry. Sadiq's like, oh, I can give away Wembley tickets. Nah, bro, don't worry. It's home and away. Middlesbrough away, Middlesbrough at home. Middlesbrough will be actually a decent away one.
2 more games, and then we can get us tickets for the final.
Hey,
Maybe
Sadiq,
that's a stretch because we need. We could either draw Liverpool or West Ham, which would be a write-off in my opinion. Liverpool will do us over 2 legs. West Ham will be a struggle, albeit we could probably beat them. But look, it's all on Fulham or Middlesbrough. Look, at the end of the day, we just need to try and get this team to have some sort of success. It might just pull them by the bootstraps.
The semis on 8th of Jan and 22nd of Jan.
Wow, pretty close.
Quite
But then
soon.
the finals are end of February, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's at the start. Let me check.
You've got
The end. Of
you've got the
February.
FA Cup. I think the day it's either the weekend of or the weekend
It's
before
the,
the League
February
Cup.
February 25th is the final.
Okay.
25th.
Yeah, 25th of February.
You're lying.
Nah, I'm not.
Oh no, Sadiq's away for that.
Oh, I come back on the 27th.
League Cup
no.
final. He's not
hey,
gonna get it.
Sadiq, do me a favor. We'll link up again. You just bring your tickets, and then we'll do the, and then I'll be there for you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just right there, and that's it, bro.
You lot know I got the tickets, man. I'll take the full credit. You know what I'm saying? On public. Yeah, I don't know what else to add, people, man. We've covered the penalties. We've covered some of the players. Is there anything else?
When's our next match? It's this week. Is Wolves next?
Yeah,
No,
Saturday.
Sunday.
Well,
Saturday.
Sunday.
Sunday, sorry. We're going.
Yeah.
Sunday. We need to see. What do we need to see for Sunday? Shit, I don't even know what.
Just
Any
to win.
sort of win. I don't care.
Any
if it's
sort
of win.
Last minute
Are we-
off
are
the
we-
backside.
That's a
we
given.
not-
That's a given.
Yeah.
But what do we need to
away.
see when the team sheet is announced? What do you need? Let's start there. What do we need to see when the team sheet is announced?
Gusto and Nkunku.
I think Nkunku
You-
will be on the
Nkunku-
bench.
Yeah, Sindri's right. He's not going to start. They'll build him up for 4 or 5 games.
How much
They
in a
didn't
bet?
even
How
bring
much
him
in a
on.
bet? How much in a bet?
All my food on that day you will pay for if Nkunku doesn't start. If he starts, I will pay for all of your food.
I mean, I've covered your
petrol
tickets and
share.
petrol, but food is fine.
It took him
Everything.
5 games just to start, just to get him on the pitch, let alone.
Yeah, trust
start.
me, he's not starting. They're not going to risk him. They
Mhm.
have
He's
to build up
starting.
his fitness.
But I'd tell you, he'll probably get 30 to 45 minutes against Wolves. Then maybe the next game he might start and come off at 60. Depends on how he does really in the game, and then you'll go from there. So you might see him start against. Is it Luton after that?
No, after that it's Palace on the 27th.
Palace,
Matt,
and then Luton.
your middle name must be facts because you're spot on. 30 minutes tops.
Yo,
Definitely.
stop gassing him up. Stop gassing him
What
up.
do you get? 20 minutes a day.
20-ish, yeah, pretty much.
20,
Yeah. But look,
20.
he looked confident with the penalty. He looked confident. I
He
think
He's ready.
didn't.
He's
While
ready.
we
he's not
didn't-
ready.
while-
He's not.
he looked all right in terms of technicality. It was just he didn't look like someone that's been out for 6 months.
Yeah,
Hey, is it- Now, let me ask you guys a question. Have you noticed that our guys take way longer to come back from injury than normal? Is it me? Am I
Yeah.
kind of now? Let me. I was thinking about this the other day. If I told you Nkunku was ready a month ago, but he could have played a month ago, but we're damn sure we took it slow because he's 45 minutes ready after waiting a month longer. How do you feel about that?
I think we've just got such a systemic problem of injuries that I think this medical team are not taking any risk whatsoever.
Nah, we need to
The
get on the
thing is-
medical team.
No, but I don't think it's necessarily a medical team because we got rid of at the start of Bowley's era. We got rid of the medical team because we thought the injuries were bad before, and then it got worse. So
Yeah.
I think, and I still think it's a mixture of certain players not doing enough stretching, yoga, stuff like that.
We're on the Reece James flexibility issue.
No, even Reece James. I think there's a few of them.
I think not to get too technical, but in terms of like building up fitness. So the longer you're out, the more you're going to lose fitness, especially in the lower body. So you go in like stages, and obviously the closer you get back to full fitness, the less likely you are to get injured. But if you come in at 80% and play 45 minutes, you're at a certain risk, especially with hamstring injuries, with ankle injuries, with foot injuries, knee injuries that we've had so many of. So the risk obviously decreases the closer you get. So I just don't think, like you said, they're going to take any risks. We've had so many issues, like with Reece James. Even when he was in his fifth, sixth game back, I still wasn't confident that if he did 4 sprints in a row, that his hamstrings wouldn't pop. Because
passing.
clearly we just can't keep these players fit, and we're not making decisions. And there's clearly problems. I mean, Cucurella was apparently injured, and then suddenly he's having surgery. I get the weird way that we update on injuries, but there's got to be some other issue. And why invest so much in players that clearly have injury issues? Like Lavia, we bring in, he's had injury issues before.
Did Lavia break his foot off? Like, did he like his foot came completely off? Like, what? Uguchuku, did he get hurt?
He's had issues as well, like niggly injuries. And this is the thing, young players as well, as their bodies are developing, because we bought so many young players that have barely played high intensity football at such a high level. You're going to get these problems. And especially the fact that we're playing every 7 days, you'd think this would be less of an issue. Thiago Silva seems to be the one player, the oldest guy, who keeps the fittest. So
he doesn't get hurt.
They should learn from him.
Yeah,
the man is a brick wall. He does not get hurt.
You've got to give it to him.
Sterling doesn't get injured. Silva doesn't get injured. Even someone like Disasi, who's 25 now, doesn't really pick up.
But that's because of the
Conor Gallagher
as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once it's 25, once you actually get your kind of what they call man strength, full kind of adult body. So the fact that even like Reece James is still going through that, and sometimes these players can get injuries in this time, and sometimes they can almost grow out of it when they get their full strength. Some don't. Some have, like I think Reece James. He's had so many injuries that he's just done.
It's a systemic problem. He's never going to get, unless he has surgery or something.
There are some people that start off a little bit niggly and then grow out of it.
I mean, what would help is if someone had a running machine at home that was put together a few months ago and never ever used it. Maybe people that had that would probably be able to facilitate more fit. Oh wait, Siddiq's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. You're spot on. You know what? You actually speak facts. You should be famous. I don't know why you're not famous, man. It might be because of the top that you're wearing.
I mean, to be honest, with the fact me and Jonathan have been speaking, I think we should have our own podcast.
No.
Let's talk about Carefree Unfiltered, just with carefree facts.
Forget about Pitbull. Mr. Worldwide is sitting on this podcast right now. Respect the GOAT. Even though he takes cap for everyone else's things. But it's fine. Man likes to deal in private. It's all good.
Yeah, like Luton. Matt, you gotta be on your best behavior, man.
Best behavior.
Matt's been talking facts. This Justin guy, he really wants to get involved.
No, but I feel like it's someone we know. I just can't figure it out.
He is just spamming the chat and saying we're lying and stuff. Like, I'm wondering, okay, if you say we're lying, what are we lying about? I'm just honestly curious.
I'm curious to know what his opinion is.
It's just player hating. That's all it is player hating. If he's not the homie, just talking shit just to talk shit, it's player hating. That's all. It's whatever.
Yeah, I just feel like maybe 60-second audition.
Guys,
he's the type of dude. He's the type of dude when I'm playing Call of Duty talks about how oh my days. Stop that shit.
Oh, is that one of your family members?
The missus.
Oh, welcome.
Big up.
At least you appreciate it, man. At least you appreciate it.
That's very true. Appreciate it, definitely. I don't know what else to add, man. I'm just waiting for. I think we just need to say, like the video, tune in daily, even though it's every 3 to 4 days. Subscribe, guys, hit the bell notification. 2024 will be different. New year, new me. You know what they say about Jim?
You said it was back. Then you brought up another channel talking about other teams. Realized that we weren't in the top 6 and got bored. And now you're tuning every 3 to 4 days just when
Actually,
Chelsea
that channel
play.
was doing quite well. I
What's
actually
going on with the
stopped for a
content, man? I need to be updated regularly. I don't know what's going on. I have to go on Sky Sports News.
I mean,
That's the real come down.
Sadiq's like Chelsea, consistently inconsistent.
You know what it is? He's like Chelsea. The quality has gone down. 2021, my man was peak Champions League victory.
The bet Sadiq was on fire when it was Holland talk. This man was on the goat Holland talk. I was like, let's go.
That was 2021.
He was on top of the world.
It was all.
But now we've had tier 1 journalists confirm.
Now it's getting to the business end of the deal, I think. You know, it was more inquiries, trying to get an agreement with the player. Now it's between the two clubs. So I think we're in the last, let's say, innings of this transfer deal.
That's how close we were, people, with Haaland.
Is that how much you're begging for views? You're watching videos back on your burner account?
No, we used to put it up as a troll. We used to put it up. It was special moments them days.
Nah, Sadiq, I'm not gonna lie. Transfer season, Sadiq is the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
guys, don't worry.
More consistent during the game.
January's coming.
Just
Osimhen to Chelsea.
Let's see. Hey, Sadiq is gonna be back on that form, on that rare form. He's gonna go KO Ken times 10. Super Saiyan Sadiq. Let's go on that Osimhen talk.
You got some gas, man, here. I'm loving it. How much are you paying him, bro? I need to get some of that P.
Nah, Sadiq and I go way back. Way back.
You're not all American, you're all worldwide, man. You're all about Sadiq. Fair play, man. I rate that.
Sadiq is the homie. He's the homie. He way back.
Yeah, I wish Matt felt the same, man. Matt's with Carlito now, and Sindre's
What
with.
do you mean?
I think he wants to chill with a podcast holder that doesn't sit in his dressing gown every video. Maybe that's why.
It is what it is. I'm comfortable, man. I want to be who I want to be. I don't need to force like others. You know when you see false content from others. That's not me.
I want to see who you're taking shots at. Who you taking shots at?
I can't say, man. I prefer not to speak. I'm in big trouble.
The man's Jose over here. Jose. Sadiq.
Respect me, yeah. I might not be popping, but I'm back, people, soon. We'll end it here, man. I mean, it's 11 p.m. over here. It's time to sleep. Question, you know how it is in the UK, man. It's not US anymore. You need to go sleep.
People when family from home starts calling, I was like, yo, it's a school night. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, that's.
I don't have time to talk.
It's bedtime, people. You got a question here, by the way. Before we wrap
Question. The hell?
Wow.
Pasadena. You from Pasadena? What's
Pasadena? Nah.
No.
I'm from the greatest city in the United States.
Ohio.
Miami-Dade County, 305.
There's a great city in the US.
There's a few. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
No, I'm
Don't
joking,
do
man.
that.
Look, I know people in New York. That's where I've been mostly. I haven't been too much of America. I've been to a few states, but
yeah,
I can't talk about England right now. England is in an absolute mess. Let's not.
No, don't do that. I truly and honestly, I love this country. If I could, I would stay here my whole life. I'm not playing. I love this place.
My country.
If you like being taxed to death, dead weather, dead government, then fine, bro. It's fine. You do that.
It's almost the same in Norway, to be honest. Taxes are high, bad weather.
Bro, let me tell you something. I went to Norway and I fucked up. And I went to go. My hair was crazy, and I needed to get a haircut. So I went to Bodo. This was while I was in Bodo, and I was like, "Yo, I found this barber shop. It's in downtown Bodo. It was great." Started talking to the barber. He's Portuguese. Blah 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 blah. We get to the end. He was like, "Oh, it's whatever krones or whatever the currency is." I'm like, "All right, cool." I paid it. When I looked and I did the math, $98 fucking for a haircut.
Yeah,
that's how much I paid. Don't get me wrong, it was a beautiful haircut. But even my hair didn't grow for the 2 months. That's how long I needed to hold that cut. Bro, that shit was expensive. Expensive.
Yeah, I pay almost I pay almost $50 for a haircut.
What?
Yeah,
I'll be bankrupt
bro,
if I went there.
Norway's
I'd get a trim every 2
expensive.
weeks.
Yeah, I
That's
think.
bad.
Well, the thing is, Norway it's expensive how much it costs, but for you guys who have a different currency, which is also higher and stronger than what the Norwegian krone is, don't forget a dollar and a pound is between 10 and 13 Norwegian kroners. So when you come with £1, you have 13 times that. So yes, it's expensive, but you still have. When you come with $1, it's still more money than what if I was going to England, that would cost me for £1, it would cost me 13 amount. So yeah, it's expensive in a way, but it's also cheaper in a way for you guys because you have a stronger currency.
If I was in Norway, I'd be just cutting my own hair.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
to be honest, to be cheap, I let my mom cut the hair because I pay.
Yeah.
I think like the cheapest you can get from a haircut here in Norway are like between maybe $20 and $30, or something like that, between 15 and 20 pounds. So it's expensive it's damn expensive for a haircut. And if you want a lot of like coloring and stuff like that, I hear people pay like $900 for a haircut and stuff like that, or maybe $300.
Don't worry, footballers pay that as well, man. Footballers pay that as well. Michael Richards does that every week.
For like the worst haircuts ever.
Yeah, that's just how it is, guys. I need to wrap up, man. It's getting late. It's
time
past
to
my
go to bed.
bedtime.
Sadiq,
time
you
for
on
Call of Duty,
Warzone
man.
yet? You
Yeah,
playing
time
Call
for
of Duty?
man.
What kind of question is that?
Let's go, man. Let's hurry up. Let's go, man.
Bro,
Invite me.
listen
Let's go.
what you said. You said Warzone, yeah? I tell this guy under me to play Warzone. He's in love with multiplayer. I don't know why, but
Warzone's
way
too
better.
long, man. It's like watching Chelsea. It's so boring. The build-up, intensity is dead. It's rubbish. I like
This guy don't know
multiplayer,
what
nice,
he's
quick,
talking about,
easy,
bro.
bit of shitmas, winter time.
That sounds like bot
shipments on
talk
gas.
to me. The man's
Yeah.
talking bot talk.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
man.
don't know about COD, bro. You don't know about COD.
Hey,
Nah,
Trash,
Warzone's
There's a lot
too
to
slow,
learn.
man. It's honestly like watching my nan warm up. It's too bad.
This
man.
guy's gonna hit me with Valorant or Apex.
hey, it's always
Exactly.
it's always fun to shit on people trash talk.
Yeah, like him under me. Guys,
No, who
we'll
loves
end it
you,
here,
bro?
people. We'll end it here. Appreciate everyone that's joining us. Matt Jable with a flag.
Come on,
Up the
Stop.
Chels.
big win.
We got Sindre, we got Christian, we got John for joining, manhandled as always. And big up Justin, dude. All your hair, but I have 19 girlfriends where I never pay. All right, cool, mate. Enjoy that, man. Enjoy that.
Nice comment.
The man only has 10 girlfriends. I only believe 10 girlfriends. Look, right here and right here. This is all the girlfriends he has right here. Let's get out of here.
Oh,
10
Adios,
girlfriends.
Oh,